Hello everyone, this is Numero Uno Superfly here. Welcome back to Electrical Plus, and we will be continuing on from our last playthrough, in which we figured out that Yuri was really sad. So now, we're on our way to team up with Yuri to make some bet. So that being said, here we go. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel more in a panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get real nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always texted me, girl. I mean, we got a phone. I got a phone. Got my number. I got your number. So, what's up? If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. And possibly make you some cookies, too. I suppose that was true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Meanwhile, I think of more potato chips, realizing I'm still hungry. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I mean, I had to wing it because I didn't really get that much of a shopping list. All I got were some potato chips, some paper, some more markers, and us too. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel it's so clean. I cleaned it before I came over, so... Oh, and don't mind these posters right here and these anime waifus I have in my room. There's some of the people I'm totally into from these anime shows. That's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be... For my room would be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I want to gladly help you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. His wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. It contains a drawer full of magazines from women, as well as some anime DVDs that I'm pretty sure she would not want to watch, because of... hentai. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? No. Mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. Cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. It's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use it during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, Yuri takes out a piece of paper. I brought some yoga. I brought some yoga DVDs. I brought some anime. No, wait. Why am I saying anime? It's not on the list. Oh, wait. Sorry, that's my paper. I must have given it to you by accident. Here's your actual paper. Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She throws away the paper I gave her for randomly no reason. She takes out her real paper that consists of yoga, some exercises, some kissing DVDs, which I really have no idea why, how to make some, and for literally no apparent reason, socks. She pulls out a few candles in a one-cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I'm planning to cover the windows in black candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? What's it? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I am not familiar with that at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you chose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel its permeated through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. So Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. Just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. It kind of reminds me of someone's private part when going to the restroom. Wow, that smells so wonderful. Because I am slowly thinking of something extremely dirty and I'm trying my best to forget it. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Not really, I'm already thinking of something nasty. I chose jasmine for the event. More than relaxation. Sorry, fixing my mic. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Except potato chips. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. And I also practiced some by myself too, just to be safe. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. Oh, really? I kind of made a bunch of flamingos here, so... No, how could you? I'm sorry, I had to make some... Do you look nice though? Yes, I suppose so. Well, please throw them away. Aw. Anyway, what I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then, we can fasten the paper into the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Well, a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. She's clearly embarrassed, as am I, because I realize she had a bad pun. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Just the two of us! Or when she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker numeral. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, two of us get to work. Before I start, I crinkle my neck. There we go. Then, using the markers, I draw lots of random stick figures because she said to. So I make more stick figures, and for literally no apparent reason, I put a big nose on each and every one of them. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then, she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an erratic pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Is that a military knife? It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? If it's a military knife, you can tell me. I'll give you my word. You're gonna think this is weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Except if it's something weird, then that may be different. To each their own, you know? if you promise you won't be weirded out. I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Isn't. Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, and the handle facing me. Suddenly, I face this warm relaxation of memories I've seen from my previous reincarnation. I was a snail that suddenly got crushed by a military knife by some random lookalike of me with a giant forehead. Then, I recall my previous reincarnation that I used to be Jimmy Neutron, a boy genius, who somehow sat next to Carl, who always hears him say, "Jimmy, this is my croissant." Soon after, I go back to my forward reincarnation, back to my normal back self. I take and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? 99-cent store? Military's R Us? Walmart? I don't know. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. I slowly take a puck. Finger. Some blood comes out. Oh, man. Dang, this is nice. Oh, right, sorry. Ow. No, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. And for some reason, it just eased off some tension within my body. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles to the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it. Fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Slowly, I look at her as she makes these sounds. Yuri, what are you... Curious, Yuri keeps licking my finger as it somehow tastes delicious, because I realize that in my inheritance of my family, we have the most delicious blood that we have ever had in our entire bloodstream. And for her to be having this kind of blood for me is all... Oh yeah. If for some reason, I can feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instantly pull my hand back, even though I don't want to. Please. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, can you do that once more? It actually felt so good. Said, don't forget that. What I'm trying to say is, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Oh, sorry. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess she was trying to help, right? I mean, she did give me some good pleasure after all. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. She doesn't recover from this for the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick it, index finger in return. I slowly take out my tongue and lick her finger. Slowly, I realized that her finger tastes so weird. And I realized that she had some breadcrumbs earlier. Ugh. Yuri, what kind of bread have you been having? Have you been having French toast? Have you been having toast? Oh, I need some parma. Numero! Did you really just do that? No, even though I want to do it a little longer. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the sweet delicious bread comes from her fingernails, and for some reason the thirsting quenching of soda, and the hunger to crave some Italian meatballs, thanks to Monica, and some pizza. The air will be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Numero. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri's calling me weird? I mean, I am a bit of... One time in my speech class, I did give like a gruntle speech with some words that literally made no sense. As I said like this in my imagination. Do you know how long I've been standing here, trying to speak these words to the class? I'll tell you how long. I have been waiting for 5 minutes. And I'll tell you this. When I give my speech for tomorrow, it will be the best speech ever. And the professor looks at me like, Mr. Numero, what was the point of you coming out here then? 'Cause I felt like it. I had no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We do our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than expected. It will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had me asked to buy was a kit of watermelon paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you need for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right there in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cup too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my own. Yuri? Yes? I jumped in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back on over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like the paint gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, right. Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Seeing the word I heard the surprise, I closed my eyes as a little peekaboo. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Before that happened, I accidentally tripped on some paint, as I realized I still have my hands covering my eyes, so I don't know what the hell I'm going. I slowly tip. Ah! I roll over, stand up, and then, for some reason, once I uncover my eyes, uncover my hands to reveal my eyes, I'm sitting across from Yuri. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few lots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminded me of elementary school. I remember back in 5th grade, I used to mix like a bunch of random colors that I see and make something out of it. And one person said, "Wow, this is beautiful." Well, one person said, "You're gonna get an F on this, boy." Painting on a banner with watercolors was a lot more than art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels so childish. Oh, I didn't mean that. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops peeing for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Girl, same here. I usually like to wake up, have some coffee, or maybe even energy drink like that. Then, I go to the restroom, do my business, I lay down, sleep, wake up some more, have some food, take a shower, watch some TV, get some anime, do some anime training that you really don't want to know, become a super numero, then go to sleep. The part about me becoming super numero does not exist. I just like it when I spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not much of a reader, per se. Even though I'm in the literature club, I'm more of a sleeper, if you know what I mean. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think it's all happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from, and I can totally understand that instead of having some potato chips, I should have some sweet potato chips. I feel that way about things like anime and games. It's what someone can make me happy. Because I love to share what I think about certain anime, even if they are trash or simply just so entertaining. I think I feel the same way. Gently. Even do you understand? Yuri leans over the bed to grab an unusual paintbrush. It looks like some kind of paintbrush that you can use from your nose hair for some reason. But I move on at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and quickly lifts my head in surprise. Then we go back to work. We hit each other in the head again for literally no reason. And we're right back here. Yuri, I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. On my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my home and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel, and I slowly pinch on her nose to make sure that she doesn't have any boogers on it. Because for some reason I want to make sure that she's not allergic to any paint whatsoever. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I don't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in the daze developed by her own thoughts. I recognize that face. I know where that face came from. It comes from when the time I had to go to the restroom to take a massive dump that lasted for over 20 minutes. Quickly realizing I shouldn't have said that out loudly to myself. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. As do I, as I really have no idea. What is happening? Why is she breathing heavily? Why am I breathing heavily? Is it hot in here? I'm sure I have the AC on, and I'm sure the TV is off too. Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzying feeling? Or is it the sweet sensation of my penis that's suddenly getting erection for some reason? You're... But Yuri's wrapped on my wrist sends a tingling sensation through my arm. Oh. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. As does my friend down here. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. And thank you for that too, anymore, and I think my reaction would have been much worse. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. As as I'm suddenly trying to control my physical reactions towards her. I remained silent, forced to ignore the events that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieved my own brush and continued following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished refilling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars, and after that, I look at my physical parts to make sure that I'm getting no more reactions. Thankfully, it went away, except my quench for thirst and hunger. Looking at the banner as a whole, it was very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but it won't take that. Won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and bring in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before an event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You said like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? But no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. And I'm glad I managed to get that physical reaction away too. I see. I am too. Okay. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we have an extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. Too responsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more times as well. It's probably my fault. I think if I hadn't given that physical reaction to you, none of this would have happened. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. My physical reaction got her really nervous and uncomfortable. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Man, I can't stop thinking about that. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. Besides this physical reaction, I guarantee it will go away. I hope. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Mimuro. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Ow! I realize Yuri has squeezes my hand very hard. She must be nervous. As am I. As if it was up to me with confidence, I was squeezing much harder than usual. I kind of like that about you. Well, I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. See, Yuri? Hi, Naru. Yuri. Just now, we were... It's okay, Naru. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. We'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine, right? Of course. Yuri beams. Gives her the yondery stare as for her to stay the F away from me. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Yuri waves goodbye after her. Yuri, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. I tried staying in my room. I burped. Sorry, Siri. Continue. My imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come back and see for myself. See what? My erection? I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about that. You know, how much fun you're having fun with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall on Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Numero? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is spilling in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Numero. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime and more reincarnations in the future, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Numero. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Numero, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. And that's not this physical reaction I have with my private. Sayori, I love you. Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you can like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any... As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Numero. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Numero. Really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Numero. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Numero. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. All that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. Give each other the big stare. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. Especially with that physical reaction you gave me. Hey! I can't help it, okay? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Numero. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until these things are back to the way they were. What Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. The most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect it to be one where we walk into school with Sayori. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over as I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. No, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placed little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'll be calling it Beethoven. Having pizza. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Usually you two like to come together as a couple. Yeah, she overslept again. Dummy. I think nowadays at some point she tried a little harder. I say that. Well, I suddenly remember what Sayori told me. And I suddenly feel awful. No, it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe we should have gone after all? You should take a little responsibility for that, no? I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You could have left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sierra really tell about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica's been as friendly as usual. For some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, you want to check out the pamphlets? They come out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take this couple more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own page, giving it. I recognized Natsuki's Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during their practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Percentage-wise, by Sayori. Get out of my head, 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 get out of, get out of my head. Before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just starts moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pin in my stomach. What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels everything else he was written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica called that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal At least wait for her to help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes me very happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. What do I want to give her? I reach Yuri's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Yuri? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something about it that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Yuri's room, I knock on the door. Yuri? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't have to enter her in a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say... Oh... My God, I had this chill down my spine. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Yuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Yuri I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. And why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Yuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel any worse? Why was I... This is my fault. My swarmy thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, or remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the lyrics. Screw the festival. Screw the ladies. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance. Well enough. And now, I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Now, never take it back. Never. 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 No. Like that? Just ends like that? Alright, let's see. Even not suitable for children or those who raise them to serve. Whoa. There's Monica, Natsuki, Yuri, and where Monica used to be. Now, I'm just gonna keep playing and stop at a certain point, so here we go. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. My neighbor, good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, which just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let walk up to me. It's an ordinary day. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Alright, got a trophy. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friend groups, walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I get meet some girls or something like that. Stop watching anime girls as well. Maybe stop watching hentai especially. I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Definitely. There's always the anime club, but not like there will be any girls in it anyway. Just noobs. Or man-child! School day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. Also, where the hell is everyone? I'm pretty sure I've been here since 8 in the morning, and soon after that, 5 minutes past, and already 3 p.m. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I should have a chicken club sandwich. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. We were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. One of the top girls I would totally be able to date as a waifu. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Besides a loser like me. Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use with my club. Do you know if there's any construction equipment here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? What about that? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? But you're popular. Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics of the major clubs. It's worse, they don't have any Italian clubs as well. So no Italian meatball sandwiches, no Italian spaghetti with spaghetti meatballs, and with this super duper extraterrestrial super spectacular, I cannot join the club. It feels like nothing but ugly about the judging about and processing how to prepare for the events. I would rather do something I personally enjoy and be something with special out of it. Okay, that was weird. In any case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature. Whoa. Literature club. Literature? That's so dull. How many are? Um, it's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can't be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say never know. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Uh, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, you could do me a big favor. I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Um, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Refuse someone like Monica. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You really seem to know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. Don't bother about it. Alright, and with that, I'm going to pause right here. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. And before I go, look at my file got erased. It's clear that something's up. And what are we going to find out? We shall see. See you in the next video.